I'm here in Medjugorje next to Apparition Hill, and I'm with, what's your name?
Karen.
Karen, where are you from?
I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina.
And first time here in Medjugorje?
It is. Very first time.
And how is the experience for you?
It's been incredible. Getting here was incredible. I'm here with my friends. They're amazing, such godly women, and they had asked me multiple times to come, and each time my answer was, I can't. I have a husband, I have kids, there's no way I can leave town. And then on the last day to register, they called me one last time and said that one of my favorite people was going to be here, a priest that I'd been following and learning a lot from as my conversion or reversion was taking place, and they said, he's going to be here, you should really reconsider. And I thought, that was it. Mary was dangling a carrot in front of me to get me to come here, and I said, well, let's try. I don't have a passport, my husband's probably going to freak out, so I said, let's try. We found the money to do it. My husband freaked out and got over it, and now he's okay. But getting the passport was difficult. I was told to wait until 14 days before the trip to call to get a same-day passport. I waited. They told me I could be seen on the, just 5 days before my trip somewhere in Detroit for a same-day passport. As I was registering for that appointment, it closed because the appointments were going fast. I finally got an appointment in D.C. 3 days before the trip for a passport. And I just kept saying yes. Whatever they offered me, I just said yes. Whatever it took to get here, I was just going to say yes and do it. So I took that appointment, and then a friend called and said that if I called my congressman, I could get an expedited passport quickly. So I called, and that day I met his staffers down at his office close by, filled out the paperwork, sent it off, and then just kept saying yes. Whatever door God opened, I walked through it. And then on the Feast of the Most Holy Rosary, which was like 8 days before our trip, I go to Mass in the morning, I get together with my friends for a rosary, and then I come back home, and on my front porch is my passport.
Wow.
So,
goosebumps, huh? Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yeah, so when Mary knocks, you answer the door. And the irony of it is the carrot she dangled, the person I wanted to come here and see, I saw him off in a distance, didn't meet him at all, and it was just, I knew in my heart that I was never even meant to meet this priest or say hi. That wasn't the point. The point was Mary wanted me here, and I answered the call. And I'm so grateful that I did. It's been, every day has been a new blessing. Blessings I didn't even know that I needed.
For example?
Well, confession. Confession, I know that comes up a lot in your interviews, but yeah, I was able to go to confession with some sins that I didn't know that were an issue. I used to practice OB-GYN. I was a physician, and I thought since I wasn't doing abortions, I was a good person. I was on the straight and narrow. I later put my career behind so I could be a stay-at-home mom, and then now as a lay person, looking back on what I used to do, prescribing birth control pills, doing sterilizations, it kind of hurts my heart knowing that I had strayed, even though I thought I was okay. I had strayed, so I needed to talk to somebody about that, and really, I needed to say I was sorry. I can't say it to all my patients, but I can at least say it to God. And that has really opened my heart up so much.
You shined.
Thanks.
And what would you tell people who are fearful about going to confession? What would you tell them? I was fearful too. I was fearful too. Well, I came all the way to Bosnia so I could go to confession with someone I'd never met before and would never see again. So I stand behind the mountains.
Right. So I stand in line with a guy who spoke English, didn't know who he was. As I walked up to go, he gets up, takes his sign, and I said, "Oh, are you done? Are you not seeing confessions?" Another priest walks in. He's like, "It's okay, I'll do it." So he sits down, puts his English sign in front of him. And wouldn't you know it, it's the priest I came here with from Charlotte, from my home parish. So, and that's the grace that God gave me. Not only did I get a chance to confess, but I got over my fear of confessing to somebody that I know. So now when I go back home, I can go to confession with anyone, and I don't have to be afraid anymore.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Because it's nice, no? It's heart-opening.
Right.
And you pray the rosary?
Yes.
Why?
So, well, my mom taught me, for starters, and then she showed me the beauty of a 54-day rosary novena. So I've been saying those, and I'm on my third 54-day rosary novena, and the miracles that come from it are outstanding. We've just seen families healed, illnesses healed, hearts softened. It's incredible. And now that I know how close it can draw me to the Lord and draw others to the Lord, and how powerful prayer can be, especially the rosary, you know, when this novena finishes, I'll be starting my next one right after that.
Beautiful. And God the Father. What is God
Incredible.
the Father? Tell people, you know, a lot of people out there, they are angry, they are fearful of God
I know.
the Father. What would you tell them?
He's my best friend. He's my best friend. And just like with any best friend, you can have misunderstandings, but you can work it out. And that's the beauty of it. And that unlike anyone else, God doesn't hold grudges. He doesn't get mad. He just says, if you want to step away, I understand, but please just let me love you. Just come back and let me love you. Let me just try to win your heart again. And he will always keep saying that and keep pulling you back. And I mean, he's pulled me back over and over, and he's never given up on me yet. So he's my he's my best friend.
Wow. And what would you tell people? Why should they come once to Medjugorje?
You just need to try it. You don't have to have a spectacular, amazing relationship with Our Lady or her son or God. You can just have a curiosity, maybe an inkling. Maybe you just want to know what it's more about. Maybe you do have a burning love. Anywhere on that spectrum, it doesn't matter, because Mary's going to call you and she's going to get you here one way or the other. So if you're feeling that call, go with it. You'll never know where it leads, but it's going to be leading somewhere great.
Beautiful. And what would you say? You're married?
I am.
A lot of people here, they search for a partner. How do you find a good partner?
That's a loaded question. Well, you know, by the grace of God, he gave me the partner that I needed. You know, so neither one of us are perfect, and we both sanctify each other. And, you know, he's on his reconversion journey right now, too. And, you know, with the 54-day Rosary Novena, I pray for him. And with that, you know, you just trust in God. You just say, Jesus, I trust in you. And when you let go and let God, then all you have to do is enjoy your front row seat to someone else's redemption and getting to watch their beautiful story unfold and cheer them on every step of the way. So that's how my partner and my husband is living right now, and I'm cheering him on, and he's cheering me on, and it's good.
And what would you know, Jesus before he left said we should proclaim the news to people. How do you do that? How?
Personally, I work with kids. Now I'm stay-at-home mom. I'm not a physician anymore, so I have more time. And I started volunteering with our middle school youth group at our home parish, and these kids are incredible. They have so much joy and light and life, and they're just ready and raring to go and just seize the day. And to see that is incredible. And when we can channel that energy towards Jesus, it's like watching a miracle. Every Wednesday when we get together, it's like watching a miracle with these kids.
You do catechism with them? You pray with them? What do you do with them?
So we have a message, we have prayer time, we do an activity, and just talk about the kind of things that people need to struggle with and are struggling with, and how Jesus can help. So, for instance, anxiety. Children have a lot of anxiety right now with the media and their devices, and just a lot of input. And so the question is, did Jesus ever struggle with anxiety? And if he did, how did he handle it? How do you handle that in a positive way where you bring God to the table and then learn from things and rise above it with the help of the Lord, as opposed to sinking further down in the negativity that can come with anxiety and fear? So we're kind of taking that approach. And I've seen girls that were so timid and afraid at the beginning just come out of their shells, and they talk and they converse in some of the most meaningful conversation. All because of the Lord.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for this beautiful interview.
Thank you.